So I'm going to answer some of the questions from the chapter 2. And the first question is, Rinpoche, is the state of mind you describe in these two stanzas that which we should aspire to be in if we want to take the Bodhisattva vows? Well, these are, the Bodhisattva vows is also similar, but you can have different levels of aspirations for taking Bodhisattva vows. It depends on, generally it's kind of similar, I think. And but Bodhisattva vows can be with a very strong empathy for others, and trying to understand that I have to do something for myself and for others, and then you can start to have the intention Bodhisattva vows, and then slowly it grows. So there is no one kind of it has to be only this way or only that way. I think it's a something that's growing, generating, cultivating. It should not be taken as a compulsion of any kind. I think that's very important to understand. And then another question from François. Such complete devotion and surrendering of the self for the well-being of others is indeed the most wonderful, and for me the most difficult challenge in the practice of Dharma. My experience is it's easier for me to help people who are not so close to me than sometimes to be selfless for my own mother, husband, and children. This shows me that I have very much to prove my motivation. Rinpoche, sometimes we have to choose between bigger tasks and private life. If the essential point by the practice of bodhicitta is the motivation, it could be possible that it's better to be, for example, a good mother, father, or grandmother, father, to be a good friend, than to work on big Dharma projects. I think it's like that. The main thing is that, in fact, most of the people will be working for their parents or for their children or for their family. That's kind of something very common and very natural in the human society. Somebody working also for a bigger, kind of for more people, for the whole humanity is a little bit less, you can say, usual. That does not mean to say that one should stop working for your own family, for your own near and dear ones. It is, of course, very important to do that. But that doesn't mean that you should only do that and not do anything else. I think that's the understanding, and that you don't need to, you have maybe in your actual life, probably you have to do more for some, and then for the other, what kind of activity you do, that has to come according to the need of that time and situation. But generally, to have this the empathy and to have the the aspiration to do to do for the welfare of the many is, I think, the essential thing what is talking about. Then next question is, Dear Rinpoche, when offering one's body to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, should I aim to do that through living masters, root gurus, in action of body, for example, service, speech, example, chanting mantras in mind, meditation and prayer, or is it meant mostly as a mental act of devotion to imagination and faith, offering my body and mind to the mandala of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas? I think first we should start to love ourselves. if we can love ourselves, that's the starting point. Then we should start to, feel empathy for others also. And then, that you kind of to dedicate our body, speech, and mind for the welfare of all the beings, including myself, you can say, is what is talking about here, offering your body, speech, and mind. But it is not that, you should not, this is the idea from Bodhicharyavatara also, that you should not do something that you will regret later and you are not strong enough to do at the moment. Even if it is supposed to be a good thing, it's a good thing. So therefore we can start with the small things. We can start with loving ourselves, caring for ourselves, then our family and kins and relatives and friends, and then slowly for others, or if it is like the question before, it is more easier to care for others than your own people. Yeah, do that. There's nothing wrong. So but there is nothing like it. This has to be done, and then only this can happen. I think from Buddhist point of view, there's nothing like that. We just see what is better at this moment and in this situation, that I can do something good for myself and others. I think starting that way is the best. And in case you cannot do much, but make a kind of imaginative offering of body, speech, and mind for the well-being of other beings. And that's also a very good start. So there is nothing wrong with that also. Then another question is, Dear Rinpoche, thank you so much for these meaningful teachings. Please would you elaborate on why melodies are considered the highest offering? What is their function and how are they valuable to Buddhas and Bodhisattvas? I don't think I said the melodies are highest offerings, but melodies are also great offerings. And I think maybe I have mentioned that the highest offering of melodies, or the best melodies, or something like that. The melodies is also nice. I mean, the music is said to be very, it's inspiring. It makes your, mind, it changes your mind. So, we all like music. We all like, to hear wonderful and beautiful music. So therefore, we want to make an offering of that also. So, I think it is something like that. It's the sounds. Sounds. There are three things: the form, the sounds, and the thoughts. This kind of includes almost all our experiences. The form, the form we see, the form we taste, the form we smell, the form we touch. So it's the strongest kind of experience we have. Then the sound we hear, then the thoughts we experience, that we feel. So these are the kind of, that's why, we kind of try to make an offering of all that is experienced by us through form, sound, and thoughts. That's, I think, the understanding. Another question not related to this particular teaching is about disturbing thoughts. Please, can you help me with advice as to how to deal with them? Well, disturbing thoughts is the most, that's a difficult thing. It's the most important thing. I think we need to just allow ourselves to come down to the ground, let the mind be in our body. Maybe we can, we do some body work. Sometimes that helps, gardening or being in the nature, or, with the elements, in Tibet they do like making cha-cha, or, in the water, or with the earth, or something like that. Maybe gardening is a good example. Walking is a good example. Being in the nature is a good example. doing something physical, something prostration may be a good thing. And so this way, you kind of, and doing some yoga may be a good one, uh, doing some very simple pranayama may be good. And also, sometimes if it is too bad, disturbing, then maybe you can go to a doctor and also get some medicines. That's also important. Then there is another question which says, Dear Rinpoche, a unanimous and urgent question during our Shantideva retreat was how to locate within ourselves the authentic questions to ask you that helps us really progress. Could you please share your lifetime of experiences as Dhamma matured within you, how to bypass mere intellectual curiosity and get to the heart of our own true questions? Thank you for your advice for this ever-present and troubling issue that causes such struggle as our time with the Lama is so precious and life is so fleeting. I don't really know. I don't think there is kind of one question that one need to ask. I think that the main thing is that you ask the question from your own heart, from your own experience, because sometimes the question that is most important is something that is not really necessarily sounding very profound or sounding very deep. The question could be something that's coming from your heart, from your experience. So whether it is asking questions or whether it's giving teachings, I think it's like this. If it comes really from your heart, then it is useful and it would work. If it comes too much from your head, then it doesn't click and it doesn't help too much. This is what I find. When I'm teaching also, if it comes from my heart, then I think it works. It goes to the hearts of the students also. It sometimes helps a little bit. But if it comes only from my head, then it doesn't work very much. This is my finding. I think that's there are some there are 3 letters or the comments, but I think these are not really questions. Dear Rinpoche, I am in Lerabling each time you come through here since 1996, and your teachings always touch my heart and mind. My commitment to you is my life quest to become a better human being. Your advice and teachings is something that I take very much to heart. Thank you for your transmissions, writings, and Losar greetings. Please, Rinpoche, I pray that you don't forget us and that you know that your presence here in Lerabling is one of the foundation stones of our path to Buddhahood. How lucky are we to have met you. You are a true son of Buddha's intent. From the depth of my heart, with all respect and love, thank you. Please be happy. I wish you many, many students and disciples with superior capacity and pure devotion, and live very long to grant hope to sentient beings in these difficult times. Thank you very much. This is from Annette. Yeah, I will be in Lerabling soon. Thank you. Another, my dear Ringu Tulku Rinpoche, thank you for the precious opportunity to study this wonderful text with you. You are an inspiration for us. Ian Young. Thank you, Ian. Thank you very much, Rinpoche, in continuing this study and reflection on the stanzas of Bodhicharyavatara. I am coming closer to what you explain as the heart of the enlightened mind. Here and there I had really difficulty in overcoming attachment and aversion, so that at a certain moment someone much stronger as me gave me a push in the right direction, so that now I have to face reality as it is, and be grateful for the space and time I can spend to learn and to follow in the footsteps of you, my kind and dearest Dhamma Masters. So thank you very, very much. And I am very grateful that some of the things I do, like explaining the Bodhicharyavatara, is of some benefit to all of you. This is not that the credit doesn't go to me, the credit goes to Shantideva. Shantideva is regarded as one of the greatest bodhisattvas, and his teachings have been always, helpful and always going to the heart and helping people throughout the ages. And so therefore we study together this text and try to practice as much as possible. And that's my intention, and that's my wish also, to work together with all of you. So those who have joined, please continue. There's nothing, kind of compulsion to do this way or that way. It's important. It's very nice to go through the text of Shantideva. For me also, it's a reminder, and for you also, it's a reminder. So, thank you. Thank you very much.